So now we want to add an MLA Works Cited page to our MLA formatted essay. If you're not certain how to format your essay, go back and review our video on that particular topic. Since we want to add a Works Cited page, we want to make sure that we include it as a part of the essay. This makes it easier to format, and it also makes it easier to find since you don't have to look for two files. We're going to scroll down to the bottom of our sample essay and click just beyond the last line of text. We want to start our Works Cited page on a new page, so we'll simply click Insert, Page Break. Check your ruler here to make sure that there are no additional indentions, otherwise it might offset your Works Cited page, and if you can't see those, you can simply click View, Ruler, and they'll show right up for you. Here, we simply want to type in the words Works Cited and center those up. Click Enter, and then make sure to left align after that. Lots of times students forget to left align and their paper ends up looking a little bit funky, so make sure you remember. Also remember, no need to put this Works Cited in italics or in quotation marks, Times New Roman 12-point font, just like the rest of our essay. The next part, however, of the Works Cited page can be a little tricky. You need to include citations for all of the works that you've used in the writing of your essay. This not only includes the works that you've quoted directly, but also works that you've borrowed from or paraphrased from using ideas in the body of your particular text. There are lots of great resources to show you exactly how to lay out each and every one of these citations, but there are so many types of works that we can reference. It's beyond the scope of this video to show them all. So we're going to simply look at the basic format for a book, one of the more commonly used forms of media in a Works Cited page. I recommend that you use the textbook that probably came with your English 111 class. At Isothermal, you probably received a textbook called Rules for Writers or an MLA Formatting and Style Guide. There's also a great resource called Purdue University's Online Writing Lab, and it looks just like this. They have a wonderful formatting and style guide. Now, it might seem a little strange for me to be recommending you to another online writing center from our online writing center, but Purdue University's Online Writing Lab is actually one of the oldest writing centers in the United States, and it functions very well as an MLA formatting and style guide. They also have resources on APA if you're interested, and I know lots of teachers who use this frequently. As we look at our Works Cited page, you want to make sure that you incorporate all of the text that you've used, and you want to make sure that you do use these in alphabetical order. This is particularly important if you have lots of sources because it makes it easier for your teacher to find the information that you've quoted throughout the body of your paper. Let's imagine that we've quoted a book in our paper. The first thing that we want to do is type in the last name and then a comma, followed by a space and the first name of the author of our particular text. We then want to add the title of the book, followed by a period. We're then going to, because this is a book, italicize this. And we'll follow the standard rules that we normally use in writing. Shorter works need to be in quotation marks. Longer works, such as books, need to be italicized. We'll then type in the name of the city in which the book was published, and we're going to follow that up with a colon. Then the name of the publisher. Then a comma, and the year of publication. We'll assume that this was published in 2015. The last thing that we want to add here is the word print for printed text. This is the medium, and there are many different mediums available. If you received the text off of an internet site, then you might put web. If it was a video, you might put video. If you used a quote from a television show, you might use TV, and the list goes on and on. One last thing we need to make sure that we do with our Works Cited page. Let's imagine that the title of our book is a little longer, or maybe the author had a partner, and so we've used 2 or 3 authors' names, and our citation spans a couple of lines. For the sake of this video, I'm simply going to include the word sample until our text goes to the next line. Now, there are a couple of issues here. First of all, we want to make sure that this is double-spaced, just like the rest of our paper. And in an MLA Works Cited page, we also want to have what's called hanging indentions. This means that unlike paragraphs which have the first line indented, The second line and all the lines following are indented. Now, how do we set that up? It's actually quite easy. All you need to do is highlight your citation and then right-click. This will bring up a menu where you can select Paragraph right in the middle. In this box, you'll see a little section here, a checkbox. When you click this, it drops down and it gives you the option to select first line or hanging indentions. Select hanging and then simply click OK. It's really that easy. So now we have our last name, first name, the title of our book, the city, the publisher, the date of publication, and then the medium, all in a nice hanging indention. The reason that we use hanging indentions is because as you populate your Works Cited page, it makes it easier to differentiate where each citation starts. As you include your citations, make sure to put them in alphabetical order by the last name of the author. For more information on how to cite specific sources, look at our Works Cited sample page, where we've included many different types of resources that students commonly use in papers. You can use these as examples to add Works Cited to your own Works Cited page. Don't forget to check out the other videos at Isothermal Community College's Online Writing Lab.